Hey guys, welcome to Comfy Cozy Up. So I am in Brooklyn at my parents, and so we are in a new, not new, I haven't recorded in this setting in a while, so hopefully get everything right. But nevertheless, we're gonna do this. I was gonna go outside and record this outside, but it's just not gonna work today. Anyway, let's talk about what I've been reading. But before that, so this week is the week to submit the word of the day for a journal mood summer edition, which will be in August. So it will be 31 days for August, and we are going to be journaling as usual about, you know, happy thoughts and just random things that you would like to us as a group to write about. So just head over to my Instagram in the stories and submit the word of the day, and then I will do the calendar in a week and post it on my Instagram. If you don't have Instagram, it will also be on my blog. So yeah, we're excited for this, another round, pushing along another year of this. So on to books, what I've been reading. So I did finish the urban fiction, which was a 5-book series, a Staten Island love story. It was chaotic. It was sad in some ways. It was drama upon drama. Overall, I love the series. I read the first 2 in June, and I finished the last 3 in the first week. I flew through that series. It is a quick read, and it is a start of her journey as an author, because I know the newer books are way more popular than these, but I wanted to read some of her old throwbacks before I dig into the Capone and all the other ones that I know people are raving about. But this was a nice introduction from the author. Again, it is urban fiction, so it is street life, it is infidelity, it is violence. So if it's not your cup of tea, don't even do it. Let's get on to regular romance. So plus size player. This is Danielle Allen. Danielle Allen is one of my favorite romance authors because I often see, oh, sorry guys, something was on the lens. Hopefully it didn't show, but anyway, I always feel like I see myself in her character, which makes me so uncomfortable sometimes and so nervous, because I'm like, oh, this is so me. This is the only author that's ever had that impact on me when it comes to her books, and I do mean every single one of her books. I'm always seeing bits and pieces of me in the characters, and in this it's just a story that is about 2 grown people enjoying each other. And in this case, you start with the main character, where she is a Instagram influencer model who's looking for the big time, and she's a serial dater. She has these different men she dates that has different things, the fun guy, the smart guy, the funny guy, that kind of deal. She gets bits and pieces of what she needs in a man from these men that she dates, and there's nothing wrong with that. She's very upfront, she's very honest about her intentions, and then, but there's always going to be that one person that has the entire package that you didn't see coming, and this is where you get in this. The problem was they both decided not to share what they do for a living, but then opportunity came, and somehow their professional life collide, and they have to decide, are they going to end this? Can they end it? Are feelings involved at this point? And what is the outcome if they don't end it, kind of deal. It was sexy. When I say sexy, it was sexy. The smut was smutting in this. It is very much giving you raw and adult behavior, but the storyline is also in this. This is not just a book about smut. You're getting a storyline. love this. It's the second book in the Curvy Girl. I don't know what she called the series, to be honest with you, but it's the second book in that. And so I'm not sure, but what I would say is that so far this is my favorite, and I love the other one as well. I love this. Everything about this. I did not realize how much I was going to love this until, I mean, I was getting into it and I was like, oh, this is just juicy. Also, I love that plus size is represented in this in a positive light in terms of her beauty, but not shying away from the issues of being plus size in an environment where the norm is to be thin. So I like how it is done, but it's not focused heavily on the fact that she's plus size, because those are the books that usually turn me off. When the character, yes, we know the character is plus size, we don't need to hear it all the time. You're not going to get that reaction in this. It is done in a tasteful way, but not the main course of the book. Like the main topic is not her being plus size. No. All right, then I decided to get into Kennedy Ryan. All right, Can't Get Enough. It is the third, and I believe it is the final book in the series. But it's also a plus size character again, but it's not the main course. No. In this one, I enjoy this a lot. I love a career woman and who meets her match, but a career woman who's also dealing with a heavy subject matter, which is her mother having Alzheimer's. And this book touched me in a personal way because I have an aunt who is currently with that illness, and it comes in stages, and it made me think about my cousin who was her caretaker before, her primary caretaker, before she had to be put in a environment that can manage it better. And I think of what she's going through, and this book makes me want to, not necessarily bring it up, but just like wondering more and seeing how she's coping with dealing with a mother who has memory as gone. And I know for my mother, because that is my mom's only sister, that it is difficult and it's heartbreaking. So reading this and this getting the perspective that the author used for this, I thought was absolutely heartbreaking, but beautifully done in a compassionate way. Especially in a romance, sometimes romance can lean so much in a certain manner that it doesn't really dig into those kind of subject balance it out, where you still have romance but real life situation. And I think that is the gem of Kennedy Ryan. I think in all her books, even her earlier books where she deal with heavy topics, she does her research. She makes sure that her research is done in a way that is going to pull audience in, but give audience who this is relatable to, that kindness and that voice that they can see on the pages that help them. And so I think for me, she is that author, and that author that deserves respect, that author that deserve every hype that she gets, because she is a good storyteller. And I think for those of you who are not used to are big on romance, give Kennedy Ryan a chance. I think you will see that even though it's romance, it has literally taste of how she incorporates real life stories in her romance. So I love this. I love the message in this. I was really rooting for her. I was rooting for their relationship. And I was rooting for how it could have been not tasteful in terms of the fact that the man in this once dated the female characters, Hendrix's business partner, and it could have come out a certain way, but it was done in a way that I think was necessary. I also saw myself in this in terms of the one who never wanted to have kids, never had the bug never hit me. Even as a kid, I always said I never wanted kids, and as I got older, it never changed. And to know that sometimes you don't need to have a reason. If I said I don't want to have kids, it should be that. And I find that people oftentimes cannot just take it for what it is. If a person said they don't want kids, they're not interested in kids, or if you have a motherly instinct, it means you want to have kids, and that's not true. I love kids. I love being around children. I just don't want any for myself. And I feel like meeting people or meeting men I'm interested, that is the first topic I always bring up, because I've never wanted any man to think they can change my mind or ask me how many, my clock is ticking, if they're thinking. No, I literally am serious when I said no kids. So I love that the character this is made that decision for herself and didn't have to over explain or come up with some traumatic moment that happened to make her not want to have kids. No, she said we don't want to have kids, and that's okay. Y'all got that? All right. So this is a yes for me. And I'm excited for what she's writing next. She did a tease on her Instagram, so let's see what the next book is going to be. It is a chunky one. Love the inside, but I would say it read fast, because at first I was like, oh, she thick. She read fast, and there was just so many moments in this with her and her mother that I really enjoyed. As heartbreaking as it was, I still felt so good about it. So yeah, so as you can tell, these were a win, and the urban fiction was a win. So far this month's going good. So if you haven't guessed by now, pick these up. It's just, you're not gonna lose. Just pick it up. Again though, if you're not into smut, just don't, because they do have, both of them have smut in there. Just not. This more had a slower burn, but this one from the get-go was smut. Yeah. I'm currently reading Jamaica Road. Now I did get an arc months ago sitting in my NetGalley, and I have started reading it yesterday. I wanted to read it and have it come out today, because you guys are going to be seeing this the day that it's supposed to get released, but didn't happen. So I'm going to keep reading. This is going to be the book I will focus on this week. I probably will have the physical copy by then, but I'm reading the Kindle at the moment, and it's convenient because my Kindle is this small and it just goes in my purse and I travel with it. So I have a bunch of running arounds to do today. I won't add it to this video, but I'll probably do a shorts and you'll see it in it. I'm also wearing the vest that I made and the shorts, so maybe I'll pop a picture in there, you can see it. But yeah, but this is it for now. I will give you guys a rundown, do a vlog. Hopefully I can do a full vlog this week and talk about Jamaica Road. It's giving me nostalgic childhood, nostalgic moment, and so I would definitely talk about it, but we'll see where it's heading, because there are kids in this story, and this is a young girl who is predominantly in a white school in the UK, and here comes this Jamaican boy who shows up, and there's that kind of where she's going through where identity, and why does it automatically mean she has to like bond with this guy, but there's something that's supposed to happen. It is giving me literary, but it's also giving me like, is it gonna be a matter of the heart in this too? I don't know. I'm really going into this blind, but I'm excited to get to it, and I will definitely give you a rundown on the next video. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.